Everyone, and you're welcome back to Be Inspired. It's me, Debbie Egwenu. And briefly, before we move on with the discussion for the day, I would like to talk about what this channel is about. It's simply to inspire, to motivate, and challenge you, my amazing audience, that you can be the best. Nothing stops you if you don't stop yourself. So this channel is basically for inspirations and motivational talks and stuff like that. Just positivity. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I have a special guest in the house. I have Lisa Dublin, and one of the things that amazes me about this lady is that she juggles so many things, and I keep wondering how she is able to stay focused. She's happily married with 3 boys, right?
Oh, absolutely.
She's a training consultant, a motivational speaker, as well as a writer. That's a lot. So today you're going to be sharing your secrets with us on how to stay focused. Thank you so much, Lisa, and you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for this channel. I've been enjoying your episodes, so my encouragement to you is to keep on going.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And my first question for you today is, how can you stay focused with so many distractions around the world, especially in the pursuits of your goal?
I think the way that I stay focused in spite of having so many distractions is that I first desire very intensely. I'm pretty passionate in my vision in terms of what I want to accomplish. And that makes it easier to focus in on that goal. So I think it starts there, because many people want stuff, but distractions come because you're double-minded. And you're not pretty sure, okay, do I want it, do I not want it? But I think it starts with desire. And once I decide, basically, this is what I want, the first thing I do, and this is biblical as well, I write it down, write down the vision. And I've learned to, say those confessions many times a day, just to help myself to see the vision and to keep it in mind. And that is so key for focus.
Like what do you tell yourself?
Oh my goodness, you want me to share my secrets?
Yes, that's why you're here. We want those secrets.
Well, one of the things I've been saying, right? I think I say some things that I want for my sons and for my marriage. And I say these things several times a day. One of the things that I can share is, for the last while, I've been saying that I want to be 150 pounds. And, I'm at 151 pounds now, from 183.
Oh, so, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's about a year, but it's still amazing just in terms of, again, the focus and putting in the work to be able to get there. So these are the things that I wrote down. I wrote down things about my writing. I wrote down things about doing stuff like this. And here I am today, right? So I think writing it down, saying it over and over, embeds it somehow in your consciousness, and you speak it, and somehow life comes together to make it happen. But it doesn't just happen that way. I think the next step in terms of focus and in accomplishing your goals is to actually set a plan to do that. I mean, you could speak from now until, if you don't have a plan in place, it's not going to happen. So these are some of the things that I do to stay focused in spite of all the distractions around me.
So the first thing is to write it down.
To desire it.
No, to desire it.
Yeah, to
then
want
you
it.
Write it down, you visualize it, then you take actions,
then
right?
I write down a plan to be able to get there. Yep.
Awesome. And that takes me to the next question, and that is, how can you tie focus to habits? Is it possible to make focus out of habits? Is that possible?
Absolutely. I love that question, because now you're getting into the method of accomplishing the goal and maintaining focus, right? I have found that dividing my life into daily, weekly, monthly intervals helps me to be able to sync habits in that help me with focus. So I remember years ago, I'm from a small island called St. Lucia in the Caribbean, and I used to have a parenting show. We did a lot of TV work, my husband and I, back home. And on that show, one of my co-hosts always said how her mom had this awesome Bible reading habit, that she would set her Bible on the table the night before she went to bed and wake up every morning to read. And let me tell you, I just always I love reading. I love reading the Bible, but I
Yeah.
didn't have the habit. I didn't have the focus or whatever. And I always wanted to be that kind of Christian, that kind of person who had a Bible reading habit, was always engaging in God's word. So, I just began to want it intensely. I just wanted to be that kind of Christian. And, I sank it into my daily routine first thing in the morning whenever I woke up. Of course, I didn't have a physical Bible anymore because I have the Bible app, whatever. But then putting it in there as the first thing that I did has helped me over the course of perhaps 4 or 5 years to be able to develop that habit and to be able to develop that muscle. So it's gotten stronger because my body, my mind, my spirit, my soul have gotten accustomed to, I wake up, I get my coffee, and I read my Bible. So just sinking it into the habit and making a place for it in my life has helped me to develop habits. And when I look back, I realize that habits help you to develop focus. It makes it easier to have the focus if you just do it remotely and you do it automatically, I should say, not remotely. If you just do it automatically because it is a habit for you, it's easier to maintain focus.
Awesome. Okay, and my next question is, I believe I so much love storytelling.
Yeah.
So can you share with us any experience how distractions came in, but you remain focused and you achieve that goal?
Sure.
So what is the goal? How did you maintain that focus?
Okay.
Yeah.
It might be repeating what I said before,
Yes,
but just with
it's
illustration.
it's
just with
kind of
illustration.
similar,
Yeah. So in 2014, I started a Master of Arts at the University of Alberta, and I had a 6-week-old baby. My last son was 6 weeks old. So I didn't have the benefit of EI or mat leave or whatever. I was a new immigrant. You had to do what you had to do, right? There were many distractions in terms of just being tired, just having so much happening with our growing family. But I had to stay focused because the goal was get this so that you could, get better opportunities for your family. My husband was doing his part, and this was the part that I had to do. And so again, the desire to succeed helped me to focus. So every time I felt like giving up or I needed to sleep instead of, I wanted to sleep instead of doing my thesis or whatever, I would remember what the goal was. The goal was get this, finish this in the time allotted to you so that you could move on with your life. And so that was one way that because of the goal in mind all the time, keeping it before me, it helped me to put all distractions about, tie waist, as we say in the Caribbean, and to accomplish that goal. I think the second one, and perhaps the most recent one for me, and it's one I'm particularly proud of because I didn't have that kind of self-control and discipline before, was, like losing this weight. So it's just a value for me. Like my father had a stroke a few years ago, and I began saying to myself, I'm over 40. I don't have a choice. I have to exercise. I'm sorry. And so it got to the point where, I did the whole, okay, what is the ideal weight for me, etc. And that goal stuck in my mind, 150 pounds. Now to get there, I had to do so many things that I was not doing before, but I wanted it intensely enough to be able to go through the hardship of, okay, I do not want a muffin right now. I am going to skip the Timmy's. Right? I'm going to eat that broccoli, whether I like it or not, right? Yeah. To the point where, so now we're at home, we're working from home, and because the last year or so I've been training myself to eat a certain way, even though I'm home and, the kids' food is around and different kinds of food as opposed to what I might have taken to work and not had to think about it. I have just fallen into the pattern of, okay, this is what I eat at 10. This is what I eat at 1 o'clock,
and
etc.
that is where habit also comes in.
Yeah, habit. Yeah. It's because of the habit. And again, it started from, okay, I want this enough. So my point when people always ask me, okay, what did you do? How did you lose this weight? And okay, try to go out and do it. But then what is the reason for doing it? Do you want this as badly as you say you do? And if you do, believe you me, the focus is going to come in habits. It's going to come in goal setting, etc., to be able to accomplish those goals. So for me, like this last one, moving from 183 pounds to I'm now at 151, as I was telling you.
Yeah.
And the goal is 150, so I'm like 1 pound away, and my
You're
husband said,
almost
stop.
there, yeah.
So the goal, that was the goal, and I just went after it. And in the process, I found out so many things about myself, about my own body. I picked up running, and I've loved that as well. So, I mean, a lot of things go into accomplishing a goal, but I think focus, habit forming can help you to get there, and it can sharpen your focus, make it laser-like to be able to accomplish that goal.
And the good thing is, once you've tried it once, it worked for you, focus helping you to achieve your goals, you can always do it over and over again.
Absolutely.
And one thing about success is, yes, you have to be focused, but it comes with determination. What you want, and be determined about it. Of course, like we said, distractions will come, so many things will come your way. But in as much as you know what you are looking for, you have the drive, you are focused, you will definitely achieve that thing. And thank you so much, Lisa, for being part of the show today.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much, my wonderful, amazing listener, for also watching. Thank you so much. And till I come your way, I would like to say, please stay focused. Distractions will come, but remain